Hi, good morning, guys. It's Michael Day with the Daily Merge. This is your 2-minute merge for November 2nd, 2015. Hope you all had a safe and wonderful Halloween weekend, and we will get right to it. There is some tensions with NBC and the Republican National Committee. NBC is taking some heat. They hosted the most recent Republican debate on CNBC, and the Republicans are saying that the questions were too hard, or gotcha questions, or questions that would spur fighting between the candidates themselves, not about actual substance. The other side of that is saying that the Republican debate just doesn't have the substance that the Democratic debate did because of the state that the party is in. Excuse me. If you know me, you know how I feel about that issue and where I think the problem lies. But we will follow that story. We're going to see if NBC can get back the debate. The Republican committee has canceled NBC from showing their next debate, I believe, February. So we'll see if they can get that back. Obviously, it's all about dollars and ratings, so they're going to try to play nice and see if they can appease the Republicans to get that debate back. Our next story is some sad news. Russian flight 9268 went down last week and took the lives of 224 people. So investigators are now looking into that crash to see what caused it, and the plane did descend. It was flying at about 10,000 feet, which is very low for a commercial airliner. That's indicative that the crew was aware of some problem. Some are speculating it's an electrical problem because the plane wasn't giving out the usual radar signal that it was, and they may have lost all flight controls there. So certainly thoughts and prayers with the families of those lost in that tragedy. Obama announced that we are going to be sending 50 troops into Syria to help with the fight against ISIS. Now, this is a pretty big turnaround from his prior position. As recently as 2013, he said that he would not put boots on the ground in Syria. I'll give you both sides of this. Now, these are not combat troops. These are 50 commandos, special forces, going in to aid the forces in Syria against ISIS. So these are not frontline troops that will be actively in the combat, so we hope. It's also only 50. There's not very many of them. However, some, including Bernie Sanders, are saying that this is just going to start a perpetual war by entering into Syria's very, very bloody civil war. So certainly both sides of the fence there. It's a very limited number of troops. So if it helps, I suppose, that's not the worst thing. But never a fan of putting American lives on the line. And also keep in mind, with Russia flying overhead and bombing this war by proxy, we don't want something to happen between Russia and the United States that could raise tensions even further. So we will certainly keep an eye on the ongoing situation in Syria. And last but not least, presidential candidate Bernie Sanders has released his first commercial. It's about $2 million worth of airtime, and I'll have the link down below if you'd like to see that. Keep in mind that Bernie Sanders, his funding is a little bit different. Doesn't have the corporate backing that certainly Hillary Clinton does, or many of the Republican candidates. So he's been able to keep pace, though. But this is his first official presidential commercial. So if you're a Bernie Sanders fan, or even if you're not, check it out. We will be back tomorrow with the cutoff. That is the 2-minute merge for November 2nd. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.